What is good, people? What is good? I'm going balls deep in the DCEU. No protection. All the way raw. What is good, people? I just got done finishing watching Justice Con. Well, Justice Con's still going on, but I just watched the Deborah Snyder panel. Didn't show a clip. It was cool for what it was, but I was like, okay, she was basically talking about Zack Snyder and production and the female empowerment, all that good stuff. But again, no clip, no nothing. I was just like, okay, well, this is not for me. It's like, why am I watching this? It's like, okay, well, again, it's cool for the ladies who got to speak to Deborah Snyder, which is cool for them. But for me, I'm just like sitting there, like, okay, are we gonna show a trailer? Are we gonna show a teaser? Are we gonna show anything? Nope. Okay, cool. Then I'm out. But shout out to the ladies. I think today's like the final day of Justice Con, right? I think they got Sean O'Connell talking about his book, which is cool. But I'm just like, again, as it's interesting stuff that I'm not interested in. So this is not for me, but for everyone else, enjoy, baby. Drinking my trusted, handy Monster Energy. I fucking love this drink. Anyway, let's get to my top 5 DCEU films. As y'all know, I love me some DC. Love me some DC. Anytime I can watch a good, great, iconic DCU film, I get very aroused very quickly. So, doing a top 5, going to 5 to 1. I think, and my number 1 is pretty much obvious. But let's go to number 5. My top 5. Number 5 is Shazam. I love Shazam. And I know Shazam gets a lot of um gets a lot of shit from like the hardcore DCEU fans who were like, this is not Zack Snyder. I want it to be darker. There was actually a fucking video that someone made, a fucking fan edit that made it like, what if Shazam was darker? And I'm just like, what? I'm like, hold on. I'm like, hold up. Like, this is a story about a kid who gets magical powers, and you want to make it darker. Because Shazam is basically Big, just in superhero form. Big, Tom Hanks, great film, classic 80s film. And you want to make an edit of a more darker version of the character. Like, why? Like, that makes no sense. Especially, these are the same people who constantly complain about, Marvel like lighting things up and it should be lighter, 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 and basically disrespecting the DCEU for being too dark and stuff like that. And yet here you here you are taking Shazam, which is like one of the most lightest of characters, and basically turn it into and want to fucking Zack Snyderize it all of it. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? It's like, why? There's no need for it. It's Shazam. Shazam doesn't need to be dark. Even though, funny enough, Shazam actually has some really dark elements. It does. Like that boardroom scene where all the fucking demons just kill everyone in there. I was like, wow. I was like, that is dark. That's pretty dark. Especially like for a kids movie, quote unquote. It was like geared towards kids. Dude, that was like one of the darkest shits I've ever seen in my life. You know what? Shazam, it reminds me of Gremlins. It has like the same aesthetic, like the same feel, the same tone as Gremlins, which is like a family film. But when you really think about it, it's so fucking like it has like really dark elements to it. That's what Shazam feels like to me. And Zachary Levi, I love Zachary Levi. I thought he was awesome as Shazam. I love the kids. Like the whole cast was phenomenal. and it really David F. Sandberg just really like captured the innocence and the lightheartedness and just like he captured the core of Shazam, which is all about family. And and the only thing like that I didn't really it wasn't that I liked, but it wasn't it just felt odd where like was Zachary Levi and the kid, Asher Angel. Like Asher Angel, Billy Batson is like this broody, like angsty teenage kid who's just like he's mad at the world because he's mad at he's being adopted by this adopted family, and yet when he grows up to play Shazam, Zachary Levi, he's like this. He plays a total 180 different character, which I thought was fucking weird. It was like very strange because he's like this happy, jovial, like goofy kid. I'm just like, well, you weren't like that before, so you should. So why are you like that now? Like it's like total opposite performances. And I think when the sequel comes around, I think they're gonna fix that because his buddy, Freddie, like he should have been Shazam because he's like the same exact personality that fucking Zachary Levi grows up to. So he should have been fucking Billy Batson. It's like the roles were fucking reversed. So hopefully they fix that in the near future with the inevitable sequel with Black Adam, which is gonna be epic. I can't wait for that shit. And Mark Strong was awesome. The adopted parents, like I love them. Like again, like the whole cast, and when they all grew up and when they all like changed into Shazam, the Shazam family, that was pretty cool. I was like, wow. Like I was expecting it, but to see it actually done, like it was pretty cool. Like that was pretty cool. And fun fact, the actor who plays Adam Brody, he plays Freddy. He was cast as the Flash in George Miller's Justice League, which was pretty interesting. Like I'm I honestly I could see that. Adam Brody, he was going to play Barry Allen in George Miller's The Flash in Justice League, which would have been really interesting because I like Adam Brody. I think he captures the. It's funny because he captures more of the Wally West. It's like, which is so weird because like most of these actors who play the Flash, like Ezra Miller, Grant Gustin, Adam Brody, like they seem more of the Wally West type, more of the Barry Allen, which is like which is strange. Like why didn't like Zack Snyder like he should have just went with Wally West as the Flash and not Barry Allen. But that's just me. But again, but one of my favorite scenes in Shazam is the fucking rooftop scene where Billy Batson goes on a rooftop, he yells Shazam, and it's a great shot of the lightning bolt hitting him, and then just going fucking supersonic to rescue the family. Like that was pretty cool. Like that was fucking like that's one of like the best shots in the movie. And again, like most of the comedic elements, it works. The cast works. The effects are a little iffy here and there, just because they had. I don't think they had like a big, massive budget. So, but I mean, and the costume, I like the costume. Again, people are giving a shit, but again, like it's fucking, it's fine. Like it fits the tone of the movie, and I like the costume. Like, what I know it's like it looks like a muscle suit, but do you want like a skin tight suit? I guess that could have worked as well, but again, like it's a fucking costume. Like, who cares, bro? Like, again, I love the movie, and the costume didn't fucking hurt it. But so I don't know. So that's just me. And a lot of Man of Steel and BBS references when fucking Mark Strong. I forgot his fucking name. Damn, I forgot his fucking name. He plays the bad guy. Oh, oh my god, I forgot his fucking name. Let me look this shit up real quick because I'm having a fucking brain fart with his name right now. Mark Strong, Shazam, because I fucking forgot his fucking name. Can't believe I forgot his fucking name. I'm like having a brain fart right now, bro. Dr. Savannah, there we go. Holy shit. I was like, what the fuck is this dude's name? Dr. Savannah. Yeah, he was awesome. And when Freddy hits him at the back of the head with the batarang, that's Ben Affleck's batarang. Because, again, because Shazam is set in the Snyderverse. in the Zack Snyder universe. So fucking he gets hit with the Ben Affleck batarang, which was pretty fucking dope. I love that. And of course, I think there's a after credit scene of Shazam making fun of Aquaman. They mention Aquaman and Wonder Woman and Superman. And again, at the end, I love this movie, but it's not perfect like always. At the end, where Superman comes in at the end of the movie, and you don't see his head. It's supposed to be Henry Cavill, but there was this whole fucking pay dispute. I don't know what happened, but Henry Cavill obviously didn't get to see it, which is like, oh, so fucking stupid. Like, if you weren't gonna have Henry Cavill show up at that scene, then cut it out. Do something else. Because it just feels awkward. It's like having Henry Cavill, like if like not having Henry Cavill Superman just feels awkward. And then you have the John Williams Superman theme again, which is like it felt weird. It's like this is set in the Zack Snyder Man of Steel universe, correct? So why are you using John Williams' theme? It just didn't fit. Again, I think that was a studio decision. So fucking retarded. It's like so fucking annoying too. It's like so fucking stupid. But other than that, Shazam is awesome. I love it. I love that movie. And that would be my top five. Number four would be Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. What can I say about Wonder Woman? Gal Gadot, fucking gorgeous. She's a queen. I love that movie. I love this movie. I remember seeing this. I think I saw this opening night, and I just fucking loved it. It was awesome. Like that history lesson where Diana's mother, she's telling him about the gods in Hades, and it's like a Renaissance painting in motion. God damn, that was so fucking beautiful, bro. I was just like, oof, like that is gorgeous. I love that. I was like, this is spectacular. Like it just captured the epicness of Wonder Woman because she's a Greek god, and we're dealing with gods, the Greek gods. And Gal Gadot was amazing. I know another one who got a lot of shit for her casting. Zack Snyder cast her, and she got a lot of shit for it. But of course, when the movie came out, everyone was just like, "Oh my god, Gal Gadot's amazing!" This and that. And I'm just like, "Yeah, of course she's fucking amazing." Again, don't prejudge because you are not in the room when they're casting, so you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. The casting director knows, the director knows, the writer knows, producer knows, because they're seeing the fucking casting. And you have no idea what they saw in the audition. And look what happened. Now, like, we can't picture anyone else for Wonder Woman, which is so weird, which is awesome because Gal Gadot owns that role. And of course, Chris Pine, who plays Steve Trevor, awesome. I love their chemistry. Like, it doesn't feel forced. Like, it just feels natural. And that's, again, a credit to Patty Jenkins, the director. She did a phenomenal job. Again, she captures the essence and the spirit of Wonder Woman, and the action is phenomenal. I mean, when she's fucking like, again, the one thing I love about this is that Patty Jenkins like shows her raw power when she fucking lifts up that tank and she's going ham on the fucking soldiers. I'm just fucking whooping their ass. Like, dude, like it's fucking epic. Like that's what I want to see. Like that's again, she just captures the essence and the strength of Wonder Woman. Not just the physical strength, but the inner strength. Again, the movie's fast paced. The action is awesome. The characters are great, and just now the third act. I heard that the third act was changed in the last minute because of fucking Jeff Johns. What a shocker! What a fucking surprise! Jeff Johns fucking up again. I think Ares was supposed to be a lot more scarier, and the third act battle between Wonder Woman and Ares was supposed to be similar to BVS, where she's using her moves and stuff like that. She's trying to like it was supposed to be like more epic, and Ares was supposed to be like again a lot scarier and a lot bigger too. But Jeff Johns came in, fucked everything up, and the third act we got is fine. I don't hate it. Like before, I heard that the third act was basically like tampered with. I had no problem with it. I was just like, this is cool. So, but knowing what we could have gotten, I'm just like, damn. It's like, fuck. Like, why didn't we get that? Like, that sounds so much better. But fucking Jeff Johns, and of course the No Man Land scene is fucking iconic at this point. It's one of the most iconic scenes in the movie, where she's just like using her where the bullets are flying at her, and she's using her shield where she's fucking deflecting it. Oh, dude, like the only thing that could have made it that much more better was the score. I felt like the score in that scene was a little weak, and if they would have just like brought like this epic, I don't know why they didn't use the Wonder Woman score. Like if you would have done that, bro, that would have been fucking like god tier, bro. That would have been god tier right there. But yeah, but yeah, overall Wonder Woman, I love it. It's fucking awesome. So that's my number 4. My number 3 is Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Now I gotta be honest. When I went to see the movie, I was fucking hyped for this fucking movie, like everyone else. I was hyped. I was excited. Oops, sorry about that. And when I went to see this movie, I was just like, I don't know, like when the movie ended, I had no idea what I just saw. Like I had like no feelings towards it. I was like confused. I was just like, I was just like, what was that? It felt like I was in a tornado and was just like lost. I'm just like what did I just watch? Like what was that? It's just like I didn't hate it. I just felt nothing towards it. I was just like, okay, well that was that. And then I saw it again, and I had the same reaction to it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. Like it was just there. Like it was a very strange reaction towards the movie. Like I don't know what it was. Like I was just like I just had like no feeling towards it. I was just like, what is this movie? I was just like, okay, well that happened. I just had like nothing. Just like okay, like that was that. And then of course it went on Blu-ray, and of course when I saw the Ultimate Edition, I was just like, okay, well, like this is interesting. What's gonna be the difference between this? And of course, when you find out that 30 minutes were extracted from the film and made the film like less coherent, then you're like, oh, okay, this makes a whole lot more sense. Like I got it. Like okay, I watched it now. Of course, now I love the movie. Like I've seen the movie like how many times because I love Batman, and Ben Affleck's portrayal as Batman. It's like holy shit. Like that was the one I was just like, again, another one. People fucking lost their minds when he was cast. Lost their minds. And now people are like practically on their knees, including me, for him to fucking come back. Like I want him to come back as Batman so fucking bad. And of course Henry Cavill still amazing as Superman. And like Jesse Eisenberg, I was like I've like come to terms with him. Like I'm not like, again, I think the dialogue they gave him was awesome, but I'm still not like, I'm not I don't mind him as much in this movie. Like he's grown on me. I'll say that he's grown on me. I still prefer like the Lex Luthor from like Smallville in the comics. The strong businessman type Lex Luthor. Like that's the version I'm looking for. And who knows? Maybe in Justice League we'll get to see a little more of that from Jesse Eisenberg. But yeah, there's like so many scenes in Batman vs Superman. I mean, one of my favorites is the dream sequence with Bruce Wayne going into the tomb, and when that fucking giant bat comes out and you see the blood flowing before that, and the way it's shot, like him holding the flowers throughout just like this gray slow motion with the leaves falling scene, like it was beautiful, like that. Like that scene of Bruce Wayne is one of the most beautiful scenes I've ever seen, just from a visual standpoint. Like it's fucking gorgeous, and of course that's like classic Zack Snyder right there. I love that scene. Another one is Superman at the Day of the Dead scene, where he saved, the woman, and they're all like clamoring towards him, and then you see, and well, you hear and see the correspondents on the news talking about, must there be a Superman? Why is he here? Is he good? Is he bad? Like what are we gonna do with, like, must there be a Superman? And and they're like, there is. Like there is a Superman. Now what? How do we deal with him? And it's like it's really, it's one of the best scenes in the movie, and I love that scene so much. I mean, there are a lot of scenes in the movie. Of course, the most famous one is, the Doomsday fight with Wonder Woman and her fucking epic entrance. I mean, come on, that's like one of the best superhero entrances ever. When she gets between Doomsday and Bruce Wayne, she blocks it, and then you hear the fucking score behind her. Oh my god! Like, dude, come on! Like, that's one of the best scenes in the fucking movie, hands down. One of the best. Oh, I loved it. And of course, the whole Martha scene, which, again, I got it. Like, I got the scene. And so many people were shitting on it. Like again, it was like the cool thing to do was to shit on the Martha scene. But after like a while, it's just like it just got old. It's just like, okay, can you shut the fuck up with this scene already? It's like, god damn, like it wasn't funny the first time. It's not funny fucking the thousandth time you've heard it. Like it's not cool. It's not clever. It's fucking played out. It's like, all right, like enough with that shit. Like it's fucking old. Eh, like it was just like I'm done with it, bro. Like, okay, like relax with that shit already. Like it's old. It's old. It's done. Like the joke is over, bro. But that was a, I think I will say, like, maybe the scene could have been written a little differently. I'm not gonna say better, but just like written a little differently. Or maybe there was a scene where Clark Kent is investigating, like more scenes of Clark Kent investigating Batman, and he puts two and two together that, oh, Bruce Wayne is Batman, and I've just done research on his parents, and obviously on he sees like what happened to his mom, and he uses that as a way to, to snap Bruce Wayne back into it, right? But just like knowingly. I think that would have been a little more easier for people who didn't understand the scene. But but again, I got it. I understood the scene, like the first scene. Like I was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't even think of it. I was like, oh yeah, like Bruce and Clark have the same share. Like their mothers have the same name. It's like I didn't even like think of it. Like that thought didn't even occur to me while watching the movie. Like it's just so weird. It's just like, oh yeah, like, oh yeah, that's true. They do fucking. Me while watching the movie. Oops, sorry about that. So weird. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's like one of the fucking like strangest things. Like how did I not put two and two together? So fucking weird. But yeah, I mean, there's like classic scenes in that movie. Again, I love that movie. I've watched it I don't know how many times. And of course, like Ben Affleck's bat suit is the best live action suit. Seeing more of Henry Cavill being Clark Kent and seeing like the struggle that he has to deal with being Superman. Again, this is everything that's happening in the comics. Like this is nothing new. Like Zack Snyder, there's a reason why he loves the source material. Like where do you think he's getting all this from? The source material. All the stuff that Zack Snyder is exploring in this movie has been explored in comics for decades and decades. So the fact that people are losing their minds talking about how Zack Snyder doesn't understand these movies or doesn't understand these characters or doesn't understand the world of DC. No, my man, you don't understand the world because clearly he's fucking just proving you wrong every single time. Every single time he's proving you wrong. Like, there's a reason why this man, like, people love his movies. People love his movies. Why do you think that is? Like, they love Man of Steel. They love Batman vs Superman. You know, I'm sure, and they're gonna love Justice League. They're gonna love his take on these characters. Like, why is this so hard to understand? Like, I don't get it. Like, this isn't rocket science, people. Like, why are you so confused? Just read a fucking comic book. Read a comic book, and you'll understand that Zack Snyder knows what the fuck he's doing. Obviously, like, come on, people. Of course, how can I forget the nightmare scene, bro? The nightmare scene with the classic design of Bruce Wayne, a new design. Or am I saying classic? Well, now it's a fucking classic. But the nightmare scene with Batman with the goggles and the trench coat. I'm just like, and the Joker card when he's holding the gun. There's a Joker card strapped, uh, a tape to it, and then that one shot of Ben Affleck, of the camera going around Ben Affleck when he's fighting the criminals, just fucking them up. And it just shows the power of Bruce Wayne Batman, just fucking all these dudes up by himself. Like that scene alone is so fucking powerful. And of course, like the Superman landing and fucking and Superman killing Bruce Wayne, Batman, and ripping his heart out, and then the next scene you see Flash coming out to warn Bruce Wayne, like, you're the key, bros. Oh my god, bro! Like that whole sequence is brilliant, brilliant, and now we're gonna see the full realization of that nightmare sequence because obviously it's gonna continue it. And of course, if you know the story of Justice League, you know where it leads to. And for those who don't, oof, you're in for a big surprise. You're because if you were confused watching Batman vs Superman and that whole nightmare sequence, because it comes out of nowhere. That scene comes out of fucking nowhere. You're like, what is happening right now? Well, it's gonna be a perfect companion piece to Justice League because it's gonna flesh out everything. So that's brilliant. Like, bro, oh, again, the whole cast is brilliant. Amy Adams, Lawrence Fishburne, Henry Cavill, like, of course Ben Affleck. Like, it's funny now and now that movie is getting more and more praise and more recognition. Like, I knew, like I don't know why WB just didn't fucking just put the ultimate edition, the 3 hour cut in cinemas. Again, that's like a whole nother story, which I'm not gonna like, I'm not gonna fucking get into it. But like, that's just like a whole other story that I'm not gonna get into. It's just like, again, it just shows WB they have no clue about these characters. They have no clue, and they don't care about these characters. But Zack Snyder clearly does. Again, like Batman v Superman, absolutely fucking brilliant. Like, there's so many iconic lines, so many great scenes involving Superman with his dad, and then there's a juxtaposition with Superman with his dad, and then you cut to Bruce Wayne talking about his father and living up to his legacy, and fucking like, because and he's like trying to like what's his legacy gonna be, like fighting criminals for 20 years has amounted to nothing. He's been Batman for 20 years, and what does he have to show for it? Crime hasn't stopped because there's always gonna be criminals. He lost Robin. He's all alone. All he has is Alfred. He's depressed, sad because this fucking alien who has the power of a god can wipe out humanity in a minute, can stop crime in a minute. Like, how does that make you feel? How does that make Batman feel? Feeling so small and so minuscule that his efforts have led to shit. Like, again, it's like rich, deep complexity going on in Batman vs Superman that people just overlook. There's a lot of shit going on in that movie, bro. And 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 I didn't even notice at first, but then I watched, a lot of YouTube videos like breaking down Batman v Superman, and basically just me looking at this from a different perspective. And it's again, it made me appreciate this movie a lot more. So, so shout out to those people, and shout out to Batman v Superman. Shout out to Zack Snyder, because like that dude is because now I'm going in Justice League with like a different mindset. Now I'm like going in. I'm going into Justice League like a fucking like a like a history test, just like fucking just looking for all clues and really focusing on the metaphors, the details, the symbolism, all that good stuff. Uh, Fucking amazing. But yeah, Batman v Superman. That's my number three. My number two is Aquaman. Woo! I love Aquaman. Aquaman is one of my favorite DCEU movies. That's my number two. Dude, Aquaman is so much fun. Like it's so much fun. Like I don't know what it is. Like first of all, Jason Momoa is awesome. James Wan did a fantastic job. The scope of Aquaman is fucking epic. It's epic. Like the fact that I'm saying that about Aquaman, like holy shit, dude. Like it's fucking epic. Like the scale, the set design, like the computer, I don't know what the fuck you call it, the graphics or whatever. Like it's beautiful. Like Atlantis is fucking gorgeous, gorgeous. Like it's everything that I would want out of an Aquaman movie. Like when I turn the page of an Aquaman comic and I see Atlantis and I see Aquaman, like I see James Wan's vision. Like James Wan captured the essence. Like he not only captured the essence, but he managed to capture the epicness of Aquaman, what makes Aquaman cool, what makes Aquaman human, and and capture the silly elements of Aquaman as well. Like like James Wan did all of that, and you have to give credit to him. Like he did it. Like Aquaman could have been horrible. Aquaman could have been a box office disaster. It could have been Waterworld with Kevin Costner. And the fact that it wasn't, the fact that it was fucking brilliant, in my opinion, I loved it. Like it's so much fun. So much fun. And Patrick Wilson, he plays it up, he hams it up, but he's awesome. And come on, like, and you cannot deny Patrick Wilson as Orm when he's wearing that comic accurate Orm suit, bro. Come on, come on, that's ripped right off the comics. And the fact that Jason Momoa is wearing the classic orange and green Aquaman suit, that shit, that shit has no business being as cool as it looks. It has no business being as cool as it looks. And the fact that it's fucking cool, like it looks awesome. It looks great. And that's credit to the costume designer, and that's credit to Jason Momoa. I mean, making that fucking costume look fucking epic. I mean, he makes that costume look so cool, bro. And Mara, Amber Heard, again, she does a fine job. I think that's like one of the most weaker aspects of the film is that relationship between Jason Momoa and Amber Heard. But again, she's fine as Mara, and Black Manta, he's cool. I had no problem with Black Manta being in the movie. I wanted him in the movie because now at the end, especially at the end credit scene, he's gonna play a pivotal part in Aquaman 2, which I'm fucking looking forward to. Aquaman is gonna be amazing. But yeah, that fucking dude, the third act of Aquaman. I mean, the fact that Aquaman is riding a fucking seahorse, like that whole third act is fucking insane with the warring factions and the fucking giant kraken coming up from the fucking earth, and Aquaman is riding on top of it, fucking screaming with the I don't know what the fuck it was, like lightning. I guess it was. I mean, like that. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, is this actually in a fucking Aquaman movie? Like, what is going on? Like the third act of Aquaman is fucking insane. Insane. And it's so cool. It's so visually striking. Like the CGI is on fucking point. Just the whole swimming and talking underwater, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Again, the fight sequences are out of this world. And yeah, people could say, yeah, it's a plot's a little weak. But dude, I don't care. It's awesome. Hold on for 1 minute. Yeah, sorry about that. My dog is pissing me off. But yeah, Aquaman, I, the casting, the action, the sheer epicness is fucking on point, dude. Like to me, like Aquaman, I saw it like I saw it 3 times in theaters, one in IMAX and one at the Dolby Cinema, and every time like that movie just is breathtaking to watch, absolutely breathtaking. I fucking love it. Like the score, it has that '80s synthesizer. Like, dude, like everything about this, like it's fucking cool. And Jason Momoa is fucking cool. Jason Momoa made Aquaman like even more popular because if you read the comics right now, the character of Aquaman, it's drawn to look like fucking Jason Momoa. So there you go. So Jason Momoa, obviously, his Aquaman had a huge impact in pop culture because now they're using his look for future comics and movies. And again, thank you Zack Snyder for casting Jason Momoa because now like when we think of Aquaman, we think of Jason Momoa from now on. And again, credit to him, credit to James Wan. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. It's a great movie, and Aquaman 2, I'm fucking looking forward to. Now, my number one DCEU film, my favorite, the best in my opinion, is obviously Man of Steel. Obviously, Man of Steel. To this day, it's my favorite of the DCEU films. It's one of my favorite Superman films. Man of Steel is the movie that got me back into comics. Like true story. Like before, I gave up on comics. Never read comics. Like since not since like I was fucking like 12 years old. I just wasn't interested in comics anymore. And when I saw Man of Steel, like that movie, like that movie, like changed how I felt about the superhero genre going forward. Like I watched that movie for the first time in theaters. I'm just like, holy shit. Like it just reinvigorated why I loved comics and superheroes. Because obviously, when I was a kid, I used to watch Superman animated series, and the Batman animated series had a huge influence when I was a kid. I loved watching that. And again, when I got older, I fell off comics, fell off superheroes. I was just like, okay, well, I'm done with this already. And then I watched Man of Steel, and it just reminded me of why I loved it so much. I mean, it took the character of Superman seriously again. Like it gave the character weight. Like it showed why Superman matters. It shows why we need Superman, and it showed why Superman is cool. Because obviously we all think, oh, Batman's cool and stuff like that. Like no. Superman is cool. Superman has always been cool, and Zack Snyder just showed why he's so cool. I mean, the casting of Henry Cavill as Superman, who I didn't know who he was. I was just like, okay, you're casting this unknown dude. I was like, let's see how he is. And of course, now he's like fucking like dude, he's Superman. He's Superman. The look, the fucking the attitude, like obviously, and Henry Cavill was a big fucking nerd, and he loves the character of Superman, and you can see it. Like he understands who Superman is. He understands that the weight that Superman has to carry of being an alien in an unknown world and trying to fit in with humanity, uh, with also being a god. He is a god on Earth who can literally destroy the world if he wanted to. Like he can rule humanity if he wanted to, and yet he's being a fucking hobo, like, trying to blend in. Basically, like that's who he is at the beginning of Man of Steel. He's got this fucking big ass bushy beard, and he's trying to blend in with humanity, trying trying to basically not out himself because of his father, Jonathan Kent, who Karen Costner, who I fucking loved as well, who was brilliant as well. And look, here's the thing: Zack Snyder was trying to create a realistic approach to Superman. And if you're going to do a realistic approach to Superman, then you cannot give me fluff. You cannot give me easy answers because the world is not easy. The world is very complicated. And especially when you are a farmer who sees his son, who sees a ship, an alien ship with and raising an alien, like like that shit must be like hard to fathom. Like what do you do? What do you do with raising a god on earth when nothing can hurt him, where he can kill everyone if he wanted to? Like you don't think that's going to have some effect? Like are you crazy? And the fact that he doesn't he loves his son and he doesn't know what to do. I mean, that the scene where everyone criticizes him for, where he says like, where Clark Kent saves the bus full of kids, and he asks like, oh, like what should I have done? Just let them die? And Jonathan Kent's like, maybe, because he doesn't know. He doesn't say, yeah, fucking let him die. He doesn't know because he's so scared for his son that people are gonna find out and take him away from him. He doesn't know how to handle this. He doesn't know how to fucking like, dude. He's raising an alien, an alien. He doesn't have all the easy answers. Like, why is this so hard to understand? This isn't the 1970s Superman where everything's easy. Oh, I found an alien son. Okay, well, I'm going to raise him to teach him right and wrong, and everything's going to be simple from now on. No, that's not how it works, bro. This is a realistic approach to Superman. It's not even a superhero film. It's more of a science fiction film. It's a first contact film featuring Superman. And he doesn't know how to raise his. He doesn't know what to do. All he can do is like, look, I love you. I want like I want. It's not the fact that like he wants him to hide who he is. He just says, when you're ready, I want you to be who you are. Like you have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, because he's not going to be there forever. Like you have to choose your own path. Like that's essentially what he's saying. He says, I love you, I'm here for you. I would do anything for you. Like I would literally die for you, as we see later in the tornado scene. He will literally die for his son because he loves him that much and he's so scared that people are gonna fucking hurt him. So what are you talking about this nonsense about how he's a horrible father? No, he's saying you have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be. Because good character or bad, you're going to change the world. Excuse me. Excuse me. So what is this nonsense about? Oh, this is poorly written. Jonathan Kent would never do this and stuff like that. Shut the fuck up, dude. You have no idea what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. Your only frame of reference is Smallville and Superman the movie, where everything's light and fluffy. That's all you know. So spare me this nonsense, because you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. That is a realistic approach. That is a loving father who literally sacrifices himself in that tornado scene because he loves his son and says, when you're ready, I want you to be who you are. Choose your own path. Like you're a good man. That's Jonathan Kent. That's his philosophy. So fucking nonsense, bro. Excuse me. Always have to put that shit on mic because I have to mute my mic because my fucking dog. But yeah, Man of Steel is fucking amazing. General Zod, Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White, Michael Shannon as General Zod, Feyora, Amy Adams as Lois Lane. I mean, the cast is phenomenal. I mean, and Man of Steel has some of the best fucking action sequences I've ever seen. I mean, that end fight between Superman and Zod in the middle of Metropolis, which was fucked, by the way, not because of Clark Kent, it was because of that fucking world engine. I mean, come on. That was like one of the most epic superhero fights I've ever fucking seen in my life. In my life. Like, no superhero scene can touch Man of Steel. Like, Superman and Zod, no other superhero movie has touched that scene. That scene is unmatched. That scene is unmatched. It's fucking epic. It shows the power of two Kryptonians in the middle of time. That's like two Kryptonians fighting in the middle of Times Square. Imagine that. Imagine that shit. And people crying about the destruction. Shut the fuck up. God damn, you're so fucking annoying. It's a fucking movie, people. It's not real. So shut the fuck up with this all people died. This is destruction porn. Yeah, it is. And it's fucking awesome. So please put a lid on it because it's fucking annoying. Zack Snyder literally gave you the best fight scene in history. Gave you the best Superman fight in history. And the fight in Kansas, Smallville, where Clark Kent is fighting Fiora and the other big dude, that's a close second. That whole sequence is phenomenal. The whole movie is fucking beautiful from start to finish. I mean, the Krypton scene, the 20-minute Krypton scene, dude, dude. When's the last time you ever seen a shit like that? Where Jor-El's like riding the fucking dragon and you see Krypton being destroyed and Hans Zimmer's score, dude, like that shit just juices you up. And that's in the first 20 minutes. First 20 minutes and it's already fucking more epic than any Superman scene ever. That's 20 minutes into the film. Like Zack Snyder knows how to get your attention. He knows how to get your attention. And it's fucking awesome, dude. That Krypton sequence is one of the best. It's one of the best. Oh, so beautiful. And the way obviously when the Jor-El's parents they take Clark away, put him in the ship, and you see Laura seeing Krypton being destroyed, and she says make a better world, Cal. Like that sequence is fucking heartbreaking and fucking beautiful at the same time. Just like God, damn, like Zack Snyder, he knows how to shoot a film, and of course, like the whole movie is beautiful, and it's funny. And now you're getting to see so many people appreciate the film. So like more and more people are showing love to Man of Steel. So what does that tell you? It tells you you're a fucking moron, and you should have fucking been hopped on the fucking bandwagon since the beginning. I saw Man of Steel fucking 6 times in theaters. 6 times in theaters. I can't remember the last movie I ever saw 6 times. I saw that shit 6 fucking times in theaters, bro. Because it was fucking epic. It was so fucking epic. Like the movie, the soundtrack, the special effects, the action. When Clark Kent first gets his fucking costume in the middle of the Antarctica or whatever, when he first learns how to fly, and when you see the Kryptonian scout ship, the doors open, and then you hear the dun dun, and then when you see the first glimpse of him as Superman, come on, dude, come on. That's Zack Snyder showing Superman like the level where he should be. He should be at he's the top of the pyramid at the DCU. At just DC in general. Zack Snyder showing love and appreciation to Man of Steel because he loves Superman the character. Like Man of Steel is a love letter to Superman. Like think about this. When was the last time Superman has ever been excuse me? When was the last time Superman has ever been this relevant? Name one movie. People love Superman. And Superman has now been brought into pop culture because of Zack Snyder, because of Man of Steel, because of Batman v Superman, and because of Justice League. This motherfucker was trending yesterday because of the black suit. People were hyped. The black suit was trending with Superman because people were going fucking nuts. Because people love the character Superman. People love Zack Snyder's interpretation. And they love Henry Cavill as Superman. They want him back. And that's because of his arc from Man of Steel to BVS to Justice League. Like, Man of Steel is literally perfection. Perfection. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've watched Man of Steel on Blu-ray. Probably in the fucking hundreds. In the hundreds, dude. Every time I watch Man of Steel, I make sure I have a tissue handy and fucking lotion. That's how much I love Man of Steel. Because it's so rewatchable. It's so fucking rewatchable. And it has classic scenes. The villain is great. The protagonist is great. The action, the score, everything, the cinematography. I mean, that scene where Zod is in Bruce is in Clark's head, where he's wearing the black suit, where you see the black suit, and he's like standing on a mountain of skulls, and he's sinking. That's a beautiful shot. That is a beautiful shot. Or when Superman is on a scout ship and he breaks the wall where Jor-El tells him like you can save him, you can save everyone, and there's that slow motion shot of Clark Kent slowly turning around with the cape flapping in the wind in space, and he zooms out to save Lois. Come on, dude, come on. So many classic scenes. Like I said, Man of Steel reinvigorated my love for comics and my love for this whole genre. And that's why it's my number one, because it's the one superhero movie I've watched countless times, and it reminded me of why I love this character and why I love this superhero genre. So that's what Man of Steel did for me, and that's why it's my number one. So there you go. That is my top 5 DCEU films. I love the DCEU. I love where it's going. I can't wait for Zack Snyder's Justice League. It's gonna be fucking epic, and it's gonna be epic. So follow me. So hit like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. You know where to find me. And until then, long live the DCEU, because we ain't going nowhere. Fuck Marvel. I'm just kidding. I like Marvel, but DCEU is where it's at. All right, top 5: Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman. Boom.